Hi, and welcome to Batch for Books. Today's video is about setting up BatchSync for QuickBooks Online. If you use the desktop version of QuickBooks, you can find information about setting up BatchSync on our website at batchforbooks.com. BatchSync is the way that bookstores can transmit invoice information from Batch to their QuickBooks account so that they no longer have to manually enter that information and hopefully save a lot of time in the process. Additionally, BatchSync will mark those invoices as paid when you make a payment through Batch. Getting BatchSync set up and running takes no more than 5 or 10 minutes. And once it's set up, there's nothing else that you'll need to do to integrate Batch with your QuickBooks account. As your invoices come onto Batch, they will automatically be loaded onto QuickBooks as long as the link between the two remains active. To get going, the first thing you have to do is let us know that you want to use BatchSync for QuickBooks Online. After you let us know that you'd like to set up BatchSync for QuickBooks Online, we'll add this link to your Batch web portal. From there, it's a 5-minute process to get Batch start sending your invoices to QuickBooks. The first thing that we're going to need to do is configure our vendor names on QuickBooks. So let's click on this link to QuickBooks Online. And now at the top here, let's click on this configure your QuickBooks Online vendor names. So within Batch, each publisher has a numeric ID that is unique to your store. And what we need to do is we need to add that ID to the vendor names within QuickBooks. So we come down here and we see our list of vendors, and the ID number is this long number in parentheses here. So we can copy it, go to our vendors on QuickBooks. Let's find HarperCollins, edit. And I'm just going to add it to the end of the display name as field. And please be sure to include the parentheses. Let's save it. Going back to Batch, we can also copy the whole line by pressing this copy text button. Let's go and copy Penguin Random House as well. Okay, that's it. We've configured our vendor account numbers within QuickBooks. So let's go and return to the dashboard now. And we're going to link to QuickBooks Online one more time. This time we're going to go press Start. And then we're going to select this Go to QuickBooks Online button. Okay, the next step is we have to select the expense account that we want to use for the invoices that we transmit. The default here is cost of goods sold, but I set up a category called books in my chart of accounts in QuickBooks, so I'm going to select that. And then I create the QuickBooks Online link. The next step here is we have to enter an invoice date. This is saying that Batch is going to send any invoice from the date you select onward. I selected March 1st, so any invoice will be sent from Batch to QuickBooks that has a transaction date of March 1st onward. Please note that it's only going to transmit open, authorized, or verified invoices. If invoices that have been cleared or that you've marked as not paid through Batch will not get transmitted to QuickBooks. So then we select Load Invoices. And that's it. We are done. To recap the process, first let Batch know you want to use BatchSync for QuickBooks Online. Then you'll set up your vendor account numbers on your QuickBooks account. Finally, you'll establish the link between Batch and QuickBooks through your Batch web portal.
Once you've done all that, Batch will transmit your invoice details to QuickBooks and mark them as paid whenever you make a payment through Batch. If you have any questions about BatchSync for QuickBooks Online, please let us know. Thanks for listening.